Good morning, baseball. It is your boy NMR Sports here, come back at you with another episode of Good Morning Baseball, where we talk about everything that went down last night in baseball, the top stories, biggest home runs, no-hitters, etc. that's going on. Ronald Acuna Jr. hit his major league leading 12th home run last night. Zach Plesac was tossing a gem in Jared Kelenich's debut over there in Seattle. The Rays are cracked. The Red Sox are cracked. Everybody's hitting home runs. So much to talk about today. Before we do get into today's episode, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,000 by the end of the MLB season. You guys can really help me out. I appreciate it. We talk about baseball every single day. I was supposed to be in Seattle this week, but unfortunately I messed up some flight plans, so it's my fault, but I'm not in Seattle at the moment currently, so yeah, a little unfortunate there. Sorry about that lag that just happened, by the way. Shouldn't be that way the rest of the video. Anyways, if you look at my description, I got my Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, all that stuff. If you want to talk some more baseball, hop in the MLB Discord. It's in my description as well. We can talk some MLB hot takes, MLB freezing cold takes, all sorts of different things. Or we can just simp over Shohei Ohtani like I always do. Now, without further ado, let's get into the video and start talking about some baseball. Now, I mentioned Ronald Acuna Jr. hit his MLB leading 12th home run of the season, and he did it on the first pitch of the game over there against the Blue Jays. Now, they had Charlie Morton on the bump, who has not been very good for the Braves this season. He went 4 2/3, 3 earned runs, 7 hits allowed, 4 strikeouts. So definitely not the worst start, and it was definitely good enough to get the win. But yeah, not the best start over there. Charlie Morton's ERA still hovering above 5. Not the best pickup for them this offseason like they were hoping for. Ross Stripling went opposite him, and he had a pretty good game, actually, striking out 9 batters in 5 innings pitched, only allowing 2 earned runs to a pretty good Braves offense. Other than that leadoff home run, he pitched pretty well out there. Kevin Biggio ended up going 2 for 5 with 3 RBIs and 2 runs scored on the day, and helped the Blue Jays win by a score of 8-4 over there in Atlanta. So pretty good offensive game from both teams, but it looks like the Blue Jays edged them out just a little bit, and they both have pretty opposite records. The Braves are 17-20, still hovering below 500, and the Blue Jays are 20-16, so slightly above 500. So been a pretty interesting season so far from a few of these teams, especially teams in the National League East, which we thought would be one of the best divisions in baseball. Now the Braves are kind of struggling, and that division's definitely anyone's game over there in the NL East. Now let's stick in the East, but move over to the American League, talking about the Rays facing off against the New York Yankees. We had Jameson Taillon, a big offseason acquisition by the Yankees, going up against Rich Hill, 45-year-old madman over there who is known for not striking people out. But you know what he did yesterday? He struck out 9 of these New York Yankees. That's how poorly they're hitting right now. My man Rich Hill goes out 9 strikeouts on the day, only allowed 1 earned run in this start, and the Rays just put up some offense behind him. Randy Arozarena hit a 3-run homer in this one. Austin Meadows went deep, ended up being a score of 8-1. So Jameson Taillon, not the best start on the day. And yeah, the Rays would go on to win by a score of 8-1, and they're still near the top of that division right now. Those Red Sox are still in first, though. Now, speaking of putting up runs, let's talk about this Colorado Rockies versus Cincinnati Reds game. They were in Colorado, so not the best place to pitch for a pitcher, but the Reds had Luis Castillo on the mound, who's supposed to be an elite starting pitcher, one of the best, an ace, possibly the best pitcher in the NL Central. That's what I said at the beginning of the year. But, yeah, it has not been a good season for Luis Castillo. This is his Baseball Savant page right now. He is looking like a very mediocre starting pitcher at the moment. He still has his strikeout stuff working and a pretty good spin rate, but overall, he just hasn't been a great pitcher this year. It really sucks to see, especially if you're a Cincinnati Reds fan, because you really are counting on him to go out and have a dominant start every time he goes out there. He's currently 1-5 with an ERA above 7, hovering near 8. He did allow 8 earned runs in this start, 10 hits in less than 4 innings pitched, only struck out 3 batters, and just not a good start overall for Luis Castillo. Now, the Rockies had a 10-0 lead going into the 8th inning, and the Reds would come storming back. Their bullpen, the Rockies' bullpen would start to blow it, giving up 8 earned runs in the 8th inning. So it was a 10-8 ball game. Luckily, the Rockies came back and put up 3 in the bottom half of the 8th inning to secure the victory by a score of 13-8. But the Reds were really battling there in the 8th inning. It really looked like they were going to come back by that 10-run deficit. Tyler Stevenson and Jonathan India would homer in this one for the Reds, a couple of young prospects, so that's always good to see for the Reds. They saw some good stuff offensively, and that's kind of been the story of the Reds this year. Their offense has been amazing. Their pitching has been what's letting them down. So if that pitching can get better, Luis Castillo can turn into that ace they were hoping for this year. Sonny Gray keeps pitching well. They have a pretty good pitching staff over there. TJ Antone's been very good out of the bullpen. I think he needs to start getting some starts, in my opinion. Overall, I really think that they have a good pitching staff over there. It just needs to work some stuff out at the moment. Now, a pitching staff that does not need to work some stuff out right now, that would be the Cleveland Indians, man. They are ridiculous. Obviously, we know Shane Bieber, one of the best pitchers, if not the best pitcher in the American League. They have other guys over there. Tristan McKenzie's been pretty decent this year. Aaron Savale's been pretty good. Well, last night, Zach Plesac took them out, and I would consider him the second best pitcher on the Indians right now. That man was dealing against the Mariners, and the Mariners aren't a bad offensive team. This is Jared Kelenich's debut, one of the highest-rated prospects in all of baseball, and Zach Plesac would not make it easy on them. He took a no-hitter into the 8th inning. Zach Plesac was absolutely dealing, and he actually got some run support behind him for once. J-Ram, Jose Ramirez, hit a home run in this one to help him win by a score of 4-2. The bullpen did come in late in this one and almost blow it for him by giving up 2 runs in the 8th inning for him. But at the end of the day, they still get the W. Indians win by a score of 4-2, and they improve to 21-14, which is good for second place in the American League Central. First place, of course, going to the Chicago White Sox. So the Indians pitching staff absolutely dominant this year. Brian Shaw got the save with an ERA under 2. So that pitching staff has been absolutely surreal right now. If that offense can really hit there, Cleveland could be a very interesting team to watch this year. I know I had them severely underrated going into the season. We'll see what happens after the All-Star break, if they can actually keep this momentum up. Their pitching staff, I definitely think can. I don't think their offense can, though. Now let's talk about the American League Central leading Chicago White Sox. They have a record of 22-13 after yesterday's victory. They were going up against the Minnesota Twins. Now the Minnesota Twins, they are the worst team in baseball. There is not a team in baseball that has a worse record than them. I don't think so. Let me double check. Yep, I can confirm the Twins have the worst record in the entire MLB. And they were going up against the Chicago White Sox, who are a pretty damn good team, and they had to face off against Lance Lynn, which is no easy task whatsoever. So I think you can kind of figure out how this one might have gone. Unfortunately, the Twins fall to the White Sox by another score of 4-2. Tim Anderson hit his 5th home run of the year, and Rake Lamb? I didn't know Jake Lamb was even... Did you guys know Jake Lamb was on the White Sox? Because I had no idea. I did know, however, Billy Hamilton was on the White Sox, and he made 2 amazing catches in this one. So shout out to Billy Hamilton and Rake Lamb going out there and playing some ball for the White Sox. That's cool to see. Lance Lynn would get the W, 9 strikeouts in 5 innings, only allowing 2 hits, and then the bullpen would take it from there. Ending at a score of 4-2, Max Kepler also homered in this one, and Michael Pineda gets the loss, unfortunately for the Twins, as they fall to 12-23, which is absolutely crazy, man. I wasn't very high on the Twins going into this season, but I didn't think they would fall to 12-23 in the middle of May. That's crazy, man. They are terrible right now. Sorry if I have any Twins fans out there, but my God, man, they're worse than my Angels, and my Angels suck. Now, I will tell you someone who does not suck, and that is possibly the best pitcher in baseball right now. I'm sorry, Jacob deGrom. Corbin Burnes, man. Corbin Burnes. Corbin Burnes. I hate saying it. I hated that guy going into this year, but my God, has he shut me right up. He has been nothing short of dominant, man. He struck out 58 batters to start the season without allowing a walk. He did allow his first walk of the season last night, but my God, dude, striking out 58 batters without allowing a walk, that is insane. I don't care if you have the best control of all time. That is a very, very, very difficult task to do. I just don't understand it. His Baseball Savant page looks ridiculous. He's been dominant this year, but he might lead the league in DeGroms. Everybody knows DeGrom's one of our favorite vocab words over here. It basically means you had a dominant start. You maybe only allowed 1 earned run, but you still get the loss because you get no offense put up behind you. And that's what happened to my man Corbin Burnes today. He falls to a 2-3 record with a 1.57 ERA. 1 earned run on this one on a 2-out hit by Nolan Arenado that knocked in a run. And then his offense was just insanely quiet. His offense put up 5 hits in this one, and Jack Flaherty gets the W by striking out 6 batters, allowing 0 earned runs through his 5 innings pitched. So, 6 innings pitched, sorry, let me correct myself. So, unfortunately, Corbin Burnes gets DeGrommed, but still possibly the best pitcher in all of baseball right now, despite that 2-3 record at the moment. So the Brewers just hate hitting when he pitches. I think he's definitely doing his best Jacob deGrom impression this year. Let me know who you guys think the best pitcher in baseball has been this season. Has it been deGrom? Probably, but I think Corbin Burns has shown a little bit better body of work if we talk about the walks to strikeout ratio, everything like that. So let me know in the comments section what you guys think about that. And thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you for all the support, man. We just hit 500 subscribers like a week and a half ago. We're already almost to 600. Y'all are cracked. I appreciate you guys. I'll see y'all in the next one, and you have a great rest of your day.